Hello everybody, my name is Beowulf, and today we're going to be looking at some music theory. This is just basic music theory. Today we're going to go over C, since that is the most basic key of music. We're going to go over what keys are, what scales are, and some basic, very basic chord theory. So first up, what are keys? Well, you see, in music, there's 12 notes that make up music. C, C sharp, or D flat, depending on the key, D, D sharp, or E flat, depending on the key, E, F, F sharp, or G flat, depending on the key, G, G sharp, or A flat, depending on the key, A sharp, or B flat, depending on the key, B, and then it loops back to C. The simplest key in music is C, because C has no sharps and no flats. It's C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So then, when do these sharps and flats come in? Well, you see, that's where we get introduced to the circle of fifths and the circle of fourths. I'll briefly go over the circle of fifths, but I will go into more detail on both of these in the next lesson. The C major scale, as we already saw, was C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Now the circle of fifths is how you determine which keys have sharps. When you're dealing with sharps, the circle of fifths determines what is the next key. The circle of fourths is the same for flats. So the key after C, that has one sharp, is the key of G. The key of G is G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, and G. When you add a sharp, it's very simple. You take whatever key you're in now, so we were in C, and we went to the fifth of C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, G. This is the next key. So now we're in the key of G. To figure out what is the sharp in G, you take the key you're in now, which is G, and you go down a half step, which gets you F sharp. What are steps? In music, you have two kinds of steps. You have a whole step from C to D, for example, or D to E, or E to F sharp. This is just an example. A whole step is when you move two notes. So technically, the note after C is C sharp. To go from C to C sharp is called a half step. A scale consists of multiple whole steps and half steps. A scale has exactly 1, 2 whole steps, and then a half step before it proceeds to a whole step, another whole step, a third whole step, and last half step. So scale has 1, 2 whole steps, 1 half step, 1, 2, 3 whole steps, and 1 more half step. To go around the circle of fifths, when you're dealing with sharps, to see what key is next, you start in C, you go to the fifth of that key. G. G is the next key. To find the sharp, take the key that you just found and lower that by half a step, and that's the sharp. You take G to F sharp. That's 1 half step from F sharp to G, and that's the sharp in G. So G consists of G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. To find the next key with 2 sharps, G, A, B, C, D. D is the fifth of G. So you'll take D, lower it by half a step, and that's your sharp. D, E, F sharp. It carries the sharp of the last chord. F sharp, G, A, B, C sharp, D. And so on and so forth. So the next key would be A. Now some basic chord theory. We'll use the C major scale first. To make a major chord, a basic major chord, you take the first, the third, and the fifth of the key. So the C key has C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. And the first is C, the third is E, and the fifth is G. So the C major chord sounds like this. A major chord consists of one major third. From C to E, this is a major third. This is because, as you can see in the C scale, you have a whole step and another whole step. When you have two whole steps that are next to each other, two consecutive whole steps, C to D, D to E, that's a major third. So from C to E is a major third. From E to G, that's a minor third. From E to F, that's a half of a step. So a major third consists of one, two whole steps. A minor third consists of a half a step and a whole step. E to F is a half step. F to G skips F sharp is a whole step. So basic major chord, the first, the third, and the fifth of the scale consists of a major third and a minor third. A basic minor chord, to get into minor chords, you have to start with a minor scale. To get a minor scale of a key, you take the half step. So normally in a C major scale, the half step would be from E to F. In a minor scale, the half step is from D to E flat. So you take the half step and move it down by a half step to make a minor scale. A minor scale consists of one whole step, then one half step, then three whole steps, then a half step, then another whole step. So instead of two whole steps, one half step, three whole steps, one half step, you get one whole step, a half step, three whole steps, a half step, and another whole step. So the key of C minor is the notes C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B flat, and C. Again, to make a minor chord, you take the first, the third, and the fifth of the minor scale. So you go C, E flat, that's the first and the third, G, that's the fifth. So the C minor chord sounds like that. Now, while you may remember a major chord consists of a major third and a minor third, in the case of a minor chord, it's swapped. So it consists of the minor third first, and then the major third. Remember, minor third, one step, and a half. Major third, one step, two steps, two whole steps. So in a chord, if you have a minor third, and then a major third, you have a minor chord. But if you have a major third, and then a minor third, you have a major chord. Well, that's Lesson 1. Thank you for joining me for Music Theory 101, Lesson 1. And hopefully, I will see you in the next one. See ya!